Happy Thursday, year 3. We're moving on to some word problems now. Now, we have been doing some word problems the last few days, but today we're looking more deeply about what a word problem is. Okay, so look at this word problem. Your teacher gives you 15 questions to do in the lesson. She gives you another 8 questions for homework. How many questions is this altogether? You can pause it and work it out if you want to. What's it asking you to do? You might have worked out the answer is 23. That's the correct answer. Tricky thing is to work out what to write down. Here are some steps you can follow. Read the question. Decide whether it's an addition, a subtraction, a multiplication or a division. Decide what numbers to use. Write down a calculation, work out the answer, and write the answer in words. This is similar to our rucksack that we use in school. Let's go back and try it. So, I'm going to read the question. I'm not going to read it again because I did do it. I'm going to work out whether we're using a addition, a subtraction, a times, or a divide. It's an addition question. You get 15 in lesson and you get 8 more for home. So the numbers to add are 15 and 8. Doesn't matter which order. So the calculation is 15 plus 8 and the answer is 23. And then you can write it in words. There are 23 questions, or the teacher gives me 23 questions. Sometimes it's tricky whether to decide whether to add, subtract, multiply or divide. Look for clues in the question. Here's an addition problem. Aisha has 31 trading cards. She buys another pack of 6. How many trading cards does she have altogether? Which words are the ones that tell us to have? Add, another, altogether. Okay, because she gets another 6 to add to the 31, and we need to know how many she has altogether. So 31 plus 6, 37. Aisha has 37 trading cards. Here's the subtraction. Ismet has 24 sweets. He gives 7 sweets to a friend. How many sweets does he have left? Okay, the key words are gives, because that means he is giving them away. He is losing them. And left, because you need to know how many are left for him. So we must subtract 7 from 24, and therefore Ismet has 17 sweets left. Here's a multiplication. Ellie has 3 bags of apples. There are 6 bags in each bag. There are 6 apples in each bag, sorry. How many apples does she have altogether? So the words that tell us to multiply is each, because we know that there are bags and we're thinking about what there is in each one of those bags. And therefore, and all together, because we know we're not losing something, we're gaining something. We need to work out how much there is altogether. Okay? So therefore we do 3 times 6. And we know that's 18. Ellie has 18 apples. Final one, here's a division. Oscar has made 8 kilograms of stewed apple. He splits it into 4 equal portions to freeze. How much should he put in each portion? Okay, so the key words are splits, because that means we've got an amount and we're splitting it into parts. And the second clue is equal, because we know that each one of those 4 portions will have exactly the same weight of apples in it. And the third clue is each, because we need to know how much is in one of those portions. So we're dividing 8 by 4, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. Each portion is 2 kilograms. So let's have a think. Pause it and give it a go, and I will show you the answer after. A bike shop has 35 bikes in stock. They sell 16 bikes. How many bikes do they have left? So the keywords I'm looking at is sell, because that means they're losing some, they're giving them away, and left, because I need to know how many they have left. So So I know that's 35 subtract 16. Okay. Now I may have to use the column method to do that, because 5 take away 6 we know we can't do, so we must have to borrow from the tens. Okay. 35 take away 16 is 19. Okay, try one more. There are 6 children at Kate's party. Later, another 5 children arrive. How many children are there altogether? The key things I'm looking at are later, another 5 children arrive. How many children are there altogether? So it'll be 6 plus 5. And that will equal 11. Okay, you can try as many as you want if you go into the lesson. Sometimes there are 2 things to work out. This is a 2-step problem. Aisha has 27 trading cards. She buys another pack of 5. 3 of the cards are repeats of the cards she already has. She gives these 3 to a friend. How many trading cards does Aisha have now? So the first thing we need to work out is, when she has 27, how much does she have after she buys another 5? So the first thing we're going to do is an addition. And then, after we've done that addition, we know she gives 3 to a friend, because she already has them. She gives away those 3. So then we add on a subtraction. So we can do 27 plus 5 and then take away the 3. Or we could do the 5 take away 3 and then add the answer onto 27. It's absolutely up to you. But the answer would be 29 either way. Aisha will have 29 cards. Okay, this is showing us the other way. She buys 5 cards and she gives away 3. So that would give us the answer of 2. And then we could do the 27 plus 2. Either way, we got the same answer. So either way you do it in class, you could, as long as you get the answer, it's absolutely fine. Read the problem. Choose yes or no to say whether the calculation could be used to solve it. Okay, you can pause the screen, try it yourself. I'll read the question for you. Natasha has 3 packets of sweets. Each packet contains 9 sweets. Natasha eats 4 sweets. How many sweets does Natasha have now? So I know she has 3 packs, and in each pack there are 9 sweets. So I know that I need to do 3 times 9. And then she eats 4, so I would subtract 4 from the answer. This one says 3 times 9 subtract 4. So that's the way I was doing it. So yes. Can you do 9 take away 4 and then 3 times 5? No, because if we do 9 take away 4 equals 5, we're saying that there's 5 sweets in each pack. But there aren't 5 sweets in each pack, there are 9 sweets in each pack. So this would not give us the same answer. We can see that this one gives us 23, this one gives us 15. Here we've done 3 times 9, that's brilliant. But then they've added on 4. But how can Natasha get 4 extra sweets when she's eating them? So this one cannot be right either. So write the question as a single calculation and work out the answer. Marcus has 5 coins in his pocket. 4 of them are 10p coins and the other one is a 5p coin. How much money does Marcus have altogether? So this is using your knowledge of money as well as addition or subtraction. So pause it and give it a go. Okay, I know that he has 5 coins altogether. 4 of them are 10p, so I'm going to do 4 times 10, because I know he has 10, 10, 10, 10. If I drew them, I would see 4 10p's, so I know 4 times 10. And he has 1 5p coin. I'm not going to times 10 by 5. We're going to add it on. So 4 times 10 would be 40, and then we'd add on a 5p, so it'd be 45p. Well done if you got that right, because that is quite tricky, especially if you can't draw it to be able to complete. Sometimes the question has numbers in it that you don't need. These are called red herrings. They're trying to catch you out. So look at the problem. Finn is 8 years old. He gets £1 a week pocket money. Finn spends 20p a week on sweets and saves the rest. He is saving for a toy that costs £4. How long will it take Finn to save the money? Now immediately I can see, does it matter how old Finn is? No. He could be a 30-year-old. He could be 10, he could be 1, he could be 100. It wouldn't make any difference about the money he's saving for his toy. So I know I can cross that out, the top bit. I don't need to know how old Finn is. So first we need to work out how much he saves each week, and then we need to work out how long it will take him. So Finn gets £1 a week. He spends 20p a week, therefore he has 80p a week. So it will take 5 weeks for him to save £4, because we could do 80 divided times by 5, and that, remember, £4 represents 400. Okay, quite tricky with money to be able to work it out, but as long as you knew that you didn't need to know how old Finn was, that's all I needed to know. So 1 take away 20 is 80. £4 in pence is 400. 400 divided by 80 is 5. Remember, you can do 40 divided by 8. We know 40 divided by 8 is 5. So 400 divided by 80 is also 5. So that for 5 weeks. So here's another word problem. We've got to select any statement that is a red herring that we don't need. James is doing a sponsored swim. His mum sponsors him 20p a length. His dad sponsors him 10p a length. James swims 30 lengths. It takes him 1 hour. Now we're thinking about the money because it's a sponsored swim, and we need to know how much and how many lengths he does, because we need to know how many we've got the pence a length, and we need to know how many lengths. Does it matter how long it takes him? It could take him a year. His mum and dad would still be sponsoring him the same amount if he did 30 lengths. So it does not matter how long it took him. Oh, how long does it take him? I haven't read the question right. How long does it take him to swim each length? Does it matter how much he's sponsored? I thought it was going to say how much money did he raise. So I didn't read the question. So I'm very, very silly. We don't need to know how much he raised. We need to know how many lengths he did in an hour. So therefore we can get rid of these statements. That was my fault. Let's try one more because I got that one wrong. Here we go. This is the question I thought it was asking. How long does it take him? Oh no, that's the same one. Oh, it hasn't given us another one. That's okay. Anyway, all we need to know is that sometimes a question will have an answer that will have something in the question that we don't need to use. You don't have to use every number that you see. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Don't forget to log in at My Portal and complete some word problems for me. If they have red herrings in, then be very careful.